Hello, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's a true honor to have you here at the Iran Film Festival. My name is Sadaf, and we truly appreciate your time and valuable insight. Could you please start by telling us a little bit about yourself and your work?
Hi, I'm Barbara Amberg. I recently joined the judge group to give my opinion on certain short films. So I'm originally from France, but I've been in Canada for the past 17 years. I live specifically in the GTA in Toronto. Uh, as my background, actually, I played as an actress in three movies, like a short roles. So this is my little experience linked to the movie industry. And also I'm a writer. So I'm a technical writer for a well-known company, but on the side also I wrote a novel. Right now I'm looking for a publishing company. And prior to that, I used to work for another company that was writing books for kids. Like, moreover, there was comprehension books. So I write in French because it's my first language. So writing and acting is somewhat linked to the movie industry. And so this is very, very helpful for me actually to pay more attention to details in order to give a judgment on the links I receive, like for all these movies. And what I
Amazing.
like about it, most of these movies, they're in Persian. So it's a new opening for me to learn a new language. I know there are subtitles, but I'm catching words here and there. I'm always open to learn new cultures and new languages.
Oh, that's amazing. And did you know there are lots of common words in Persian and French?
Like merci. Yes.
Yes, exactly. So I know a bunch. All right. So let's go to the next question. How was your experience watching movies from a different cultures? Were there anything surprising, compelling, hard to follow?
Actually, it's very interesting to get to know more about another culture. I don't really like to get involved into politics, but we have to talk about the situation going on in Iran, which is a tough situation for citizens, been going on for decades. So lots of people are aware without really being aware of details. And I feel those movies are bringing up to light the suffering that people going through every day. And I think this is very important to talk about this because we live in Canada where we have freedom, but Iran used to be also a free country at some point, and freedom could be taken away anytime. So it's very important to understand that we might be living in a very comfy zone right now, but not far away from us. There are people suffering for decades, and at any time, we don't know in a century from now that could happen to us. And especially what women are going through. And I know you're very nice people. I know Persian in real life. You're very nice people, educated people, and this is very heartbreaking to see what is going on. So I think it's very important. Truth is not always beautiful to hear, but it's necessary to hear. So watching some short movies. One movie really, like I was watching it before I went to bed, and it really disturbed me. I cried actually. There was about a little boy going to visit his father in jail. We don't know why the father is being jailed for, but probably he wasn't supposed to be jailed. He was probably an innocent man who was unfortunately put in jail. And we see this little boy, unlike in the West, where the government will be taking care of you. Over there, the boy was on his own. He had to quit school and work jobs to be able to feed himself, probably feeding his mother, but with
Mm.
such a good heart, helping the neighbors, being so humble, and then taking the bus, going on a long journey just to visit his father with some food he cooked for him. And the guard is asking, "Who are you seeing?" And then you see the guard is kind of affected by the situation. He's telling him to step aside. He said, "I'm going to talk to you." And then he's telling him, "I'm very sorry. This is how the movie is wrapping up, especially when it's wrapping up with a very sad ending. It's very affecting." He's telling him, "We're very sorry. Your father was executed this morning."
Oh,
And he said, "Is there anyone that came with you, like any adult?" And he said, "No, I came by myself." And you see the little boy sitting, crying on his own with the food he brought for his father. And you can just imagine he's by himself forever. alone. Nobody's here to dry his tears. And that really hurt me. And in other countries, you're not going to see a situation like that. You're going to have a government helping out those kids. So I think it's very important to show that an unfair situation could affect a whole family, children especially. So it's very heartbreaking to watch, but this is the truth, and the truth has to be brought up to light.
Yes, and not just one family, a whole nation might be affected. All right, so let's talk about your approach in the process of evaluating the films. Did you have like a theory or an approach to evaluate the films?
The way how I will evaluate the film, it's how it's really catching my attention. Sometimes you have a starting that you find kind of boring, but then the ending is like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. So it's like when you're being caught off guard without an expectation, or when you have an actor who can go from bad to good or good to bad, when you can hate and like this, like this, not the actor, I'm not talking about the actor, it's about the work of the actor, but the personage, like that you see in a film, and at some moment you hate the person, you like the person, you feel empathy, you have like a mix of emotions for the person you are following. That means there is a good actor work delivered.
Yeah, that's true. Let me talk about your personal preferences. Well, we all have some favorites and personal preferences, but how did you balance your preferences with like the objective criteria for judging?
My preferences is if I can, when there is not too much dialogue, but a little bit more actions involved, and how like the camera is like getting you into it. So let's say that movie I was telling you about, the little boy, he's going through a street, and it's like you're following, because the camera, the angle of the camera is following this boy. Like if you are involved in a movie, you're kind of following, you're kind of into it. So maybe that's why it grabbed me more. So when there is like some action involved, that somehow you don't feel it, but you are being involved into it as well. And emotions, obviously, some music background could bring also more, the music somehow can play on your emotions as well. So if there is too much silence in the background, it's okay like to highlight some points, but I feel like some game of music, like different music, is also very important to have like ups and downs with emotions. So I noticed that some movies were lacking of music. So the dialogue is interesting, but you feel there is something missing. It's like you have a very nice plate, but the salt is missing on it. So music, I feel it's very important as well.
Yeah. So there were lots of great movies, of course, but in your opinion, what makes a film stand out at a festival? Like there are lots of great films. What does stand out? Is it the story? Is it the technical thing? Is it the acting, script? In your opinion, which one is more gripping?
I would say, first of all, the story. The story has to be interesting. It has to, whether it's a story ending bad or good, it has to be something also very close to reality, which I really appreciate about the Persian movies, because it's reflecting reality, nowadays reality. Whether it's a sad or happy reality, it has to be exposed. Like, because reality, we can relate. If you see like a couple struggling, a child struggling, you can relate. If you have a child, if you're married, or if you were married, or if you've been through like a hard time that could involve, like include many people, like let's say if this is talking about a love struggling, everybody has experienced love in real life. So something that people can relate, mixed up with something that is not part of your reality. So if you can relate, you would understand the reality of another country or another culture. So I think this mixture is very important as well.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, we're almost done. Do you have any advice to give to aspiring filmmakers who want to participate in festivals, start from scratch? Maybe they don't have any money, but they are just motivated. Do you have anything to say to them?
I would say keep exposing the culture so people can understand, can learn from it. There is always beautiful things in every culture. If there is a sad reality, expose it as well, even if it hurts. People have to be aware of what's going on in other parts of the world. And by sharing that, maybe that could help to improve and finally bring better things. And also keep sharing emotions. Emotion, they're a very strong way of communication.
Yeah, thank you so much, Barbara. Is there anything else you'd like to share about your experience or anything that we haven't covered?
I'm very happy to be part of this project. For me, it's like I say, it's opening a lot of doors. It's helping me to get to know more the culture, the language, and to learn more. And learning every day is very important. So I'm very happy to be part of this.
And we are so grateful to have you as well. Your time, your insights, your creative side. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. I like it. You speak very well French. I mean, the accent, everything.
Juste un peu français.
Super.
Thank you so much, Barbara. I wish to...
Mamnoun.
Yeah.
That's how you say merci, right?
Oui,
Okay.
oui. Ouais. All right, thank you so much. I wish to have more projects with you, and you take care and have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Bye.